Yeah, our code actually works. Look, left, right, left, right. Hello friends, welcome. Today we are making the character body 2D animation. Especially we are making the spaceship tilt motion animation and adjust animation. And if you guys are following this tutorial, we are on the part 13 of Godot game development tutorials for beginners. And if you guys are new to this tutorial and just here for the animation part, don't worry, you're welcome here and you can just follow along the tutorial. And if you guys have been following, let's get started. First of all, let me show you what we have done so far. So let me click in the play button. And that's what we have been doing so far. So last time we made the parallax background animation or parallax background effect. And today we are going to make that motion of our spaceship look a little bit real by making it tilt animation, and also make a adjust animation for our spaceship. Right now it just looks so bland because there is no animation, it just moves around. Yeah, let me show you again. Look, yeah. Okay, so let's make our spaceship more alive and look more realistic. For that, first of all, let's uh, get with the adjust animation. Yeah, we are going to make the adjust animation. For that, let's click on our player node. This is the character body 2D, and let's click our main node here, right click and add a child node. And here for the adjust animation we are going to search for animated sprite 2D. So create, and this one animated sprite 2D, let me just rename it. Yeah, let's rename it ex adjust animation. Great. Yeah. Okay. Now to get the animation part running, we need to have actually the frames for our animations or the textures for the adjust. So let's get the textures. Where is it? Yeah. So here we look for our textures. This asset pack I have already included in the description. You can get this asset packs yourself also. So this is for the just, yeah, look, there are how many frames? 1 2 3 4 5 6 adjust animation frames. So let me just drag it. First of all, let me make a folder here. So let's go to our project, and in the asset, let's right click and make a new folder called exhust adjust. Okay, and now inside here we are going to drag all our adjust frames. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's drag it inside our project and inside this adjust folder, and we have got our all our animation frames for our adjust. Yeah, this one, this one, this one, and more. And let's click on the adjust animation that we just made. Yeah, this node, and here in the inspector panel you can see the animation property. Just click it, and here you can see the sprite frames property. Click in this empty placeholder and just click on the new sprite frames, and that's it. Next, let's again click here. Let's click back in the main node, and let's click back in the adjust animation. This is done for just to refresh the node so that we can see now adjust frames tab here in the bottom. So click in the sprite frames. Now sprite frames. Okay, and here we are going to drag all our adjust animations one by one from first one, this one, adjust frame 1, adjust frame 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have dropped all our adjust frames here, and let's switch to the 2D view. Right now we see nothing, and now what do we do is uh, look, we can see our adjust property here, or the node, or the frame adjust animation sprite here. So let me just drag it a little bit downwards, so the adjust will be out here, wait, here. Okay, and now let's make the animation. To make the animation, we have actually already created the animation called default, so the name of this animation will be default, and it acts as a 5 frames per second. Okay, and let's play it, and let's see. If I click on play, and you can see the adjust animation here. Yeah, let me stop it, and now what do we do? So it's already on the loop, so this one, animation looping, if you uncheck it, it will be like this, but we want to make it in a loop. And next, we also make it autoplay, so when our game starts, or the player character just get instantiated, we need to make it autoplay, so it will keep on playing, it will automatically plays, and it will keep on looping always. So let's click here, and that's it. I think we don't have to do anything for this adjust animation. Let's see, save it, and let's play. And look, you can see the adjust, yeah, animation. And that's how we create the adjust animation, guys. Now let's create the tilt motion of our spaceship when we move left or right. So for that, uh, let's click in the sprite 2D here. Yeah, this is the our frame, just one frame of the sprite 2D. So let's to make it animate, we need to actually change the sprite 2D type to animated sprite 2D. So let's convert the type of this sprite 2D node. Yeah, right click, and then change type, click on change type, and here we are going to select animated sprite 2D. Yeah, and now we have got nothing here. We have to drag and drop some more animations for it. Yeah, first of all, let's go downwards here. So we have got only one frame for our player. Yeah, so let's drag more of the frames. So let's go to our folder where we have got our assets, and here we actually have got 3 frames for our spaceship. Yeah, this one we already have it, and this one, and this one, little bit tilting if you guys see or not. Yeah, so let me drag these two, drag it inside our folder here. So we have got frame 1, frame 2, and frame 3. And we do the same thing here also in sprite 2D. Yeah, we have changed this type to animated sprite 2D. Click here, and we go to the animations property here, and in the sprite frames we click on empty and create new sprite frames. And next, let's click in the player node, and let's click back in the sprite 2D, so that sprite frames tab comes here. And next, what we are going to do, we are going to drag our sprite frame 1 like this, and we can see our spaceship again. So first of all, this is our default animation. Okay, for default animation we just skip this one, and let's create another animation. So to create a new animation, you just click on this plus add animation sign here. Yeah, and let me just rename it. This is for the tilt animation, so I'll just say tilt tilt underscore animati animation. And for here we are going to drag all our uh, frames: first frame, second frame, third frame. Yeah, so you can see this one is the first frame. The second one is tilting a little bit towards which side? Left side, yeah. And it's in the third one, it has tilted more in the left side, yeah. 0, 1, and 2. And if I just play it, look, it has tilted like this, yeah, tilted towards the left. And what about if we want to tilt towards the right? No problem. We are gonna just flip our plane so that it will tilt on both sides. Yeah. So we only have got the frame for tilting in left, but to tilt in left, we just flip the frames and it will automatically look like it's tilting in right side. So these three frames will be enough for tilting in both sides actually. And next, what we want to do is we don't want to loop. Yeah. So just uncheck this button. Animation looping should be like this. So it should not loop. It will just do only one time. Also, don't check autoplay because we have to play this frame only when we are going to uh, tilt our spaceship or move left or right. Only that time we are going to play this animation. And that's it here. Now let's go to codes. So we actually have to do some little bit of a coding. So let's go to player and then click on this script. Yeah. And we are in the player GD here. And here we make a variable called, let's make a variable var bar is underscore tilting tilting equals to false. First of all, the tilting will be false at first. Yeah, save it and let's get down here and in the direction here, look. So we have made a variable called direction and it takes it gets the output from this function called input.getAxis UI left and UI right. So what it gets is that when you press the left or the right arrow, it will get the output here. So generally, what we get, the value of the direction will be either 1 or -1 based on you have pressed on left side or the right side. So the value of the um, direction will be 1 or 0 or -1. So when will it be 0? When you don't press anything, it will be 0. But when you press left, it will be 1 or -1, or when you press right, it will be 1 or -1. So that's it. So let's just print it out here and just see what is the output. Yeah. So here print direct direction. So I will show you. Yeah. Save it and let's play it. Look, right now it's 0. And if I press on left side, -1, right side 1. And that's how we know that its output are only 3, 0, 1 and -1. Let me just delete it now. And here we are going to check if the direction is +1 or -1. Yeah. For that, here let's give it an enter, and here we are going to just check if direct and direction equals to 1. Let's check for -1. Yeah. And just write pass here for now, and then elif direction equals to 1. Then we are going to do another thing. So if the direction is -1, that means we have pressed in the left side, I think. If it is in the left side, then we don't have to tilt, and we don't have to flip our plane for tilting animation. So what do we do? First of all, okay, let's write pass here, and let's get back here. I would like to drag this sprite 2D that has the animation frames. inside our code. For that, let's just drag it like this, and before releasing your mouse button, just make sure you press Control key, and you get a sprite2D variable where you have this node, sprite2D node. Yeah, and now let's get back here. Where is it? In the process, not in the process. Where is it? Yeah, physics process here in the direction. So here, so delete this pass and write sprite2D dot flip dot flip flip horizontal equals to false. So we are not going to flip it horizontally when it's we have clicked on the left side, because it's the animation is already for this one. Yeah, tilting animation by default is for the left side. Next, if we have uh, clicked on right side, that means direction will be 1. At this place, sprite2D dot flip horizontal equals to true, like this. Okay, and next uh, we need to actually play the animation. Yeah, just flipping things will not do anything. Next, for the animation, let's here what do we do is we are going to check another thing called if moving. What was it? Is tilting. Yeah, is tilting. Yeah, this one. If not is tilting, if the spaceship is not tilting, then we have pressed the direct either left or right key. Then we are going to play the animation here. Sprit sprite2D dot play play. The animation name is tilt animation. Yeah, so it will play the tilt animation if it is not tilting, and we set here is underscore tilting equals to true. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to check if the tilting variable is false. If it is false, then we need to play the animation and make that is tilting variable true. And next, after that, if no direction key has been no left or right key has been pressed, then we actually need to go here. Yeah, if the direction is 0, then we go here. That means nothing has been pressed, neither left arrow or neither right arrow has been pressed. Here we are going to make is underscore tilting equals to false. Yeah, because no key has been pressed. And then here we are going to do another thing, that is sprite2D dot play the animation. Which animation we want to play? We want to play the default animation, that is this one, that just does nothing, only 1 frames. So if we are not tilting, we are just going to play this animation, but if we are tilting, we are going to play this tilt animation. And save it, and let's see if our code works or not. That's it. Play. Yeah, our code actually works. Look, left, right, left, right. Yeah, and that's how we give some realism to our spaceship flying motion. And thank you guys for watching this tutorial. If you guys like this, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe my channel, and I'll see you next time with the next video. Thank you guys.